Hi everyone. In this video I'm going to teach you how to alchemize your anger. So the first step obviously is to have a well-established mindfulness practice, because without a mindfulness practice you're not going to have the subtle awareness of your physical state of being and the mental activity in your mind that's necessary for you to be able to allow the energy behind the anger to arise and transmute into pure clarity that it is. So starting off with that, let's just assume that you have that. And if not, maybe you want to watch some of my earlier videos that are specifically talking about mindfulness practice. But let's say you've got that down. So in a moment when anger is arising, how do you experience it? Even now, if you recall a previous or a recent experience that you've had of anger, feeling angry at someone, feeling frustrated in a certain situation, what was happening in your body that let you know that you're feeling angry or frustrated or annoyed? Maybe some heat on the surface of your skin, maybe some tightness in the chest, maybe racing thoughts, generally some tightness in the chest and some heat kind of rising up like that. And then what kind of thoughts are happening for you? Maybe the thoughts are directed at a person or situation, thoughts that are suggesting something along the lines of, I'm right and they're wrong, or how could they be like this, or why don't they get it? Why don't they see what's going on? Somehow the frustration is expressing the need for the other person to see more clearly what it is that you see, or the need for this external situation to be resolved in a way that you've already seen needs to happen. You have an urge inside of you to correct the situation or to clarify for someone. And it comes out like this, it comes out forcefully, right? The destructive aspect of anger comes from the clinging to a specific outcome. And at the same time, this clinging corresponds to a rejection of the present moment. So you're simultaneously clinging to a future outcome, needing it to be a certain way. It's tight, it's constricted, that's why you feel that tightness in your chest. And then you also have a rejection of the present moment. This person doesn't understand, this situation is completely messed up, this shouldn't be this way, this is wrong, unfair. And maybe it is unfair. Maybe you're having a reaction to some injustice. Maybe you're having a reaction to seeing someone being hurt. Okay, so we're not making a judgment call over whether it's right or wrong what you're feeling. We're just talking about how to relate with what you're feeling so it can transmute into something that's less painful for you. Because ultimately, we're trying to relieve suffering. Even if you're wanting to relieve the suffering of all beings in the universe, you have to start off with this one being right here, right? So when you're feeling anger and you're feeling that heat and you're feeling that tightness in the chest, that's painful for you. And I'm not suggesting that you need to just ignore that pain or just say, okay, whatever, I don't care. No. But what you can do is, with your mindfulness skills that you've been cultivating so far, just notice what's happening. Notice that your thoughts are racing. Notice that your body is feeling tight and maybe there's some heat. And just for a second, take a deep breath in the nose, out the mouth. Let your nervous system regulate itself. And have a moment of patience. Not so that you can change how you're feeling, but so that you can be regulated and stable in the middle of what you're feeling. Now, from that place where you are letting go of this future outcome, maybe you say something to yourself some self-talk like, it's okay that they don't understand, or what am I trying to control here? I don't need to control anything. I'm in cooperation with the flow of the universe. And taking that moment of pause, then from there, turn to this person or this situation and let the energy flow. Maybe that comes out in the form of your voice getting kind of louder, or maybe your posture kind of changes. Your intensity goes up, right? It's similar to that angry frustration that you were feeling a moment ago, but it doesn't have the same sting, it doesn't have the same pain, it doesn't cause the same kind of suffering to yourself as before, because before you were having a sleepwalking, unaware reaction to the present moment, and now that you've stopped and noticed what's going on, you're having a clear, awake, intentional response to the present moment. Now, once you're in that place, the intensity of the angry energy can come out, but it'll express itself as clarity. It'll express itself with compassion. You know, you're looking at some person who is hurting themselves or hurting other people, or you're witnessing a situation that's unfair and unjust. Instead of only coming from the place of, I need this to be different, you're coming from the place of, wow, I'm so willing to feel this pain. You're letting yourself be exposed to the pain of someone who's being victimized, or the pain of someone who is confused, or the general pain of a situation being unfair. And from that open-hearted place, not a closed place of trying to control, but an open-hearted place of being willing to feel that discomfort, some inspired action comes out. And again, it might look similar to the anger and frustration. Your voice might raise, maybe you're mobilizing yourself as if you're gonna go take some really quick action, some sudden movement, but there's no ill will. You're not trying to hurt anyone. You're not frustrated in the same sense as before. It's really more that your energy's mobilized and you're expressing the clarity that you sense around how this situation could be different, or how this person could see things differently. But you're not clinging to the future outcome. You're letting this energy move through you because you've been inspired as a vessel of this energy. And after it comes out in the form of your words or your action, or even just your subtle thoughts, letting it manifest in that way, you have then relinquished the outcome. You let go of the specific outcome, but you're trusting the process. So I'm hoping that's clear, and I wonder if any of this resonates with you or sounds familiar to something you've been experiencing. If so, leave it in the comments, let me know. And yeah, in the meantime, if you haven't been practicing mindfulness on a regular basis, I highly recommend that you start off with 5 minutes, 10 minutes every day, just bringing some awareness to the present moment. And again, go watch some of my other videos with more specific technique and practice around that. Because one of the biggest benefits of mindfulness practice is the spontaneous transmutation of emotional energy. This is emotional alchemy, actually. Allowing your life force to express itself in all of the different ways, all the full spectrum of human emotion, but without clinging to specific outcomes, without clinging to the identity, without clinging to being the ego, right? Yeah, I hope that's clear, and I'll talk to you next time.